Continuing on with our full hour of Cella and whole home organization, we are giving you the opportunity to have a three-tier cabinet and shelf organizer. Now, what's really interesting about this is, remember I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we were going to have some items that were ridiculously inexpensive, and this is one of them. And an easy pay of only $2. Yes, you heard me correct. And free shipping and handling. You can get this on a clearance price today. We are in our final quantities, and this is a true no reorder situation. Now, notice first and foremost, you are getting three separate tiers. So, this is great for if you want to store your supplements, like I have right here. If you want to use this for your spices, for your beauty product, in your office. This isn't just for the kitchen and it's not just for the cabinet. This gives you the opportunity to really display anything. If you're a collector of perfume, if you know someone who collects a lot of cologne, this is a great utilization for that as well. Because of that tiered system, you can see everything on each tier. What I love here too is as I remove these, I want you to see that you are getting three removable silicone liners. So with every single one, you will have the expandable liners there as well. And I say expandable because these stretch, they bend, they're pliable. They also have an antimicrobial agent built into them. So if you do want to put food on here, it is absolutely food grade safe. It also will not, it will prohibit, excuse me, the growth of mold and bacteria. And again, this is on a clearance price of under $10. Now, for measurement purposes, you are getting 10 inches from side to side. So as long as you have enough room to accommodate 10 inches, this will work for you. 9.5 inches in front to back, so in depth, and then 4 inches at the absolute highest in height. But what's important to know here is it's all about the versatility. I want to show you the one right behind me here as well, because on my counter, it's great for those spices. So when it comes to where are you going to put the spices that you tend to reach for on a daily basis, or maybe you're just someone who loves to decorate their kitchen with things that they use all the time. This is a beautiful way to do that. Here, I know where everything is. Do you remember years ago? I remember when my husband and I first got married almost 20 years ago, and there were always those spice racks where you could rotate. They were oscillating. You never knew what spice was what, though, because there was no way to label it unless you had something small on the top of the lid, because this is all that you saw as it rotated around. Not anymore. Now, this is really the modern way to display all of those spices. Now, we do have colors. And again, you're going to choose your color, much like all the other Cella products, by the liner. So here's that redwood. We have that green tea, and we have the glacier gray, sky blue, and the white linen. Over 150 of these are gone. And I encourage you to think about not just for spices and not just for supplements in your medicine cabinet. What about all those other things? Maybe it's your foundations, maybe it's all of your makeup brushes, because these have a very thin channel. So think about this too. If you wanted to put all of your makeup brushes in here, you could absolutely do that. If you wanted to put your lipsticks in here, all of your eye pencils, your eye shadows and whatnot, maybe you have the little pods. This is a great utilization for that as well. See, we have our 8 greens here along with our other supplements. So maybe if you have a variety of 8 greens, you can put all of those on one tier. And then what would you put on the next tier? So that's what I love. Maybe it's the roar packets. You could even use this in your pantry. It's not just for one item. And that's what I love most about Cella. No matter what item it is that you purchase from Cella, 9 times out of 10, there are multiple uses for it. So maybe it's not necessarily in the bathroom, maybe it's not necessarily in the kitchen, but it could also be in the office as well. I do love that three-tiered system because I never have to question what's on each tier. I know I can see it. And even if this was in an upper cabinet, even at that same level, I'm still going to be able to see what's behind row one, what's behind row two. It's all right here, easily displayed. Again, the sizes here are 10 inches from side to side. This will fit in an upper cabinet because any upper cabinet, the standard depth is 12 inches. So if you're thinking in your office, your bathroom, your bedroom, your medicine cabinet, it's going to 9 times out of 10 be 12 inches in depth. So this will absolutely accommodate that because it's only 9 1/4 inches in depth. Each tier holds a 3-pound weight capacity as well. So if you are concerned about the heavier items that maybe you want to display on here, don't worry about that. Your heavy perfumes, even those full-size bottles, they will fit on here without any issue. I also love that it's an acrylic construction, excuse me, because it makes it easy to keep clean. So as I rotate this to the side, you can actually see the 3 tiers there, and it's just easy to keep clean. Wipe it down at the end of the day. Any mess that gets on is going to be in this channel here. It's going to stay right here rather than spilling over onto your vanity or your countertop or that piece of furniture that this might be setting on. Brilliant again in the office as well, because maybe it's all the pens, the pencils, the highlighters, whatever it is. We have the staplers, we have the tape, we have all of these things. What do you do with all the stuff? The stuff that you need every day, the stuff that you tend to reach for every single day. Make it more accessible rather than keeping it everywhere all over the place. Give it a home. That's what Cella is about. Cella is all about bringing calm to the chaos, giving every single thing in your house a home. And if it has a home, it's going to go back to that place. And it's so much easier to just walk into your space. You can actually get a lot more done. If I know exactly where all of my supplements are, they're not out of sight, out of mind. I know where they are. I'm going to take them when I need to because it's a reminder. So let's go through the colors one more time. We have white linen, we have sky blue, glacier gray, green tea, redwood, and that was our last color. Over 400 of those were picked up in the show. Again, very, very wise shoppers, because at a clearance price, now is the time to do that. And then at under $10, wow.